guys, back at it again on a Tuesday night with you guys with the Health Army, coming in live from Willis Chiropractic. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I know I missed last week, and these guys did a great job kind of filling in for me last week.
Tried to pick up the slack.
Tried to pick the slack, yeah, it's difficult. It's very difficult there. So we're kind of wrapping things up here the first 2 months. This is kind of our 8th time at this whole thing, and the first 2 months we decided to dedicate solely to kind of goal achievement, setting goals. In the last 4 or 5 sessions, we're talking about why people kind of fail at their goals, or why they fail at their New Year's resolutions. And I think we've had some good tips kind of along the way. And the reason we started with that is because, you know, most people kind of tell themselves the same story over and over again. They set the same old goals every year, and nothing ever changes. And I don't know about you guys, but in our office, you know, we have a lot of people who just survive. They don't really live life. They're just kind of struggling to get by all the time. And that always breaks my heart, because you don't have to do that. And tonight we're going to go through quite a few different things, kind of excuses that people give, I suppose, you know, to why they don't do the things we all know we should do. We just don't do them. So take it away, guys. Go ahead and start out tonight.
Well, first of all, I want to let everybody know tonight we are going to give away a 30-minute massage here at Willis Chiropractic. And how you're going to win that is you're going to like and share. Whoever likes and shares this live tonight is going to be put into a drawing for this 30-minute massage. So we just want to let you guys know that.
They stole that, by the way. I don't know how they got that, but it does work.
So we're gonna jump in. We're just gonna start we got a few list of the top excuses that we hear between all of us as why we can't do this or why we can't accomplish this.
And really, Josh, and right by this time of the year, we set you know, those goals at the first of the year, those resolutions. 2 months into it, it's an excuse now. It's almost an excuse, right? So we're gonna entertain those and address those for you, because what we really love to do with our clients is start to suffocate. As Gary Vee would say, we suffocate excuses for our clients, right? What, Josh?
So one of the first, are you gonna talk about the first one?
Oh yeah, we got 10 of them,
Yeah,
right?
we got
Real
10
quick
of
to
them.
go over.
Yeah.
We'll go with the first one.
Here's a big one. Here's what we hear the most: money, right? I don't have the money to get healthy. Well, here's the thing. Well, we take everybody through what we call a health assessment, a share call, and what I would say is at least 90% of the people that we work with, we save money, but you don't realize how much money you're actually saving, or actually, sorry, it's not saving, but spending in food, the drive-throughs, the gas station stops, the Starbucks, and not even food either, but you know, you gotta stand in line for that new iPhone, or you gotta have that new car, but you don't have the money to invest in your health. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's really, and I say that word invest, because that's a huge one. And what you don't understand is you think you're spending money on your health, and it's on yourself, right? You have, this isn't a practice life, right? You have one time here, and it's an investment into yourself, into your future. Money's a huge one.
And people never think about investment.
No.
They always think about spending when it comes to their health.
Yep.
They'll invest in a new iPhone, or invest in a new trip to Disney World,
Yep.
but we're not going to invest in our health. So we hear that all the time, Willis Chiropractic as well, that it's too expensive, or I can't spend it on my health. But then when you sit and break it down, like how much you're spending on, you know, doctor's visits or medications, or, I mean, we got people off of, you know, all kinds of medications that cost thousands of dollars every year, but they balk about coming in and getting healthy. So
How good of a feeling is that to get people off medication? Because we do that a lot
too. It's the best feeling in the world. The absolute best feeling in the world. They have somebody come in and chuck a pill bottle at me and say, I don't even take these anymore because of what's happened. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I think people don't think about is, yeah, I'm spending a little money extra right now, but in the long term, when I'm in my 50s or 60s, I'm not on all this medication. I'm able to go travel, and
Yes.
I can do all this stuff that I want to do when I retire because I took care of myself right now, not pay for it later.
Yep.
So that's one of our number one excuse is money. One of the other ones that we hear all the time is I just don't have time. I can't find time to get healthy. Sometimes you just have to say no to other things that are overpowering you. Invitations to parties or invitations to go do another job or something else. You just need to say no and get focused on what you need, what will get you to your goal. There's always enough time in the day, no matter what. See so many mothers that are stay-at-home moms, or not stay-at-home moms, but working their own job, taking care of 2 kids, but they have time to get healthy, and they're doing it all on their own. And then I have somebody who, is working the job and just a 8-hour job and comes home and says they don't have time. Well, this person can find time, you can find time. It's just in your mind to decide to do it.
You make time for what's important to you,
Mhm.
right? You make time for what's important, and that's why, when we initially talk to people, we dig down and we find why.
Mhm.
And I know that sounds cliche, but it's so huge. We find why, and again, we make time for what's important for
And
us.
all of us only have 24 hours in a day,
Yeah.
so no one has more time than anybody else. It's all about time management. I mean, like you said, finding your why, what's important to you. Watching 8 hours of cat videos on Facebook are important to you, that's what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna complain that I can't have time for the gym, right?
Right.
Or time to diet, or time to prepare food, or those types of things. I mean, it literally takes no time at all to do some of these things, you just have to sacrifice something else. So I have patients all the time that say, oh, I can't get to my appointments. Like, well, you can get there if it's important for you. But if it's not important for you, then you're never gonna make the time to do it, because, again, Facebook takes priority, or watching TV takes priority. I mean, the sheer number of hours we waste on Facebook and on,
Netflix.
YouTube and Netflix and those types of things is staggering, absolutely staggering over your life.
It's a choice.
Yep.
It all comes down to choices. You know what I'm saying? And it's learning to make those better choices is what we all help people do.
And the smallest investment in time pays huge dividends, in the long run.
Right.
And that's the hardest part to get people to understand, is it just takes a little bit, just a little bit.
Josh, what's this one say?
It's not the right time.
Oh, that's right. So basically, I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start tomorrow. I'll do this tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna start, eating healthy tomorrow, make those changes tomorrow. I'm gonna call Dr. Brian tomorrow, and then tomorrow never comes, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, again, comes down to how important it is to you in deciding to make that choice,
Right.
to actually make that commitment.
It's never the right time, because there's always gonna be a unexpected bill pop up. There's always gonna be your kid's playing a sport and you're stuck busy all night long, or your kid's sick, or something's gonna pop up. You have to say, it's time to go, and not use that as an excuse.
Or Christmas or birthday parties or
Right.
anything else, like, it's all gonna keep coming. It's a
Yeah,
fast world.
It's gonna be there.
Procrastination is the thief of health. It just steals
Yeah.
it bit by bit, because you're always putting it off and putting it off. Like you said, there's always something coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
And as soon as I have a patient, or you guys have a client that tells you, hey, I'm gonna start on Monday, I already know the chances of you being successful are pretty slim. Because if it meant something to you, you'd start right now and get it taken care of,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So we always hear that, I'll start on Monday, or I'll start on New Year's, or I'll start this date. And then my favorite is, well, I'm gonna start my diet on Monday, so I'm gonna eat like a pig for the next 4 days, because I don't wanna be starving myself. That makes absolutely no sense. If it meant something to you now, you do it now and not wait. The longer you wait, the harder it is to get started.
Right. One of the next ones we'll talk about is the fear. Fear you have that you're getting into something you can't control, or you can't do anything about. But fear is good. Fear means that you've made a goal that is hard to obtain, so you have something to strive for. If you didn't have fear, your goals would probably be small, and you know you can reach them. So set a goal that really pushes yourself, so that there is some fear that you won't succeed, because then you'll work harder and you'll stay more focused, and you'll be ready to go get it.
Yeah, fear is a big one. And a theme of my journey is do it scared, right? And I never used to do that. You do it scared. I walked out onto a stage this past weekend in front of 500 people to public speak. I was scared, but I did it, and it felt good, getting out of my box. And it's the same thing as getting healthy
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
People trap themselves in their comfort zones and never wanna get out of it.
Yeah.
So if you're not feeling fear on a continual basis, then you're just living in your comfort zone. And unfortunately, when it comes to health, most people are like, well, I'm just comfortable here,
And
right? And they never wanna take that extra step because they're afraid that they're gonna fail, or they're afraid that, whatever fear they have. Everything you could possibly ever want in your life is on the other side of fear.
Mhm.
If you just tackle the fear, you can have whatever you want.
Well, and asking everybody out there, like, what good has come in your life from being comfortable?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, nothing really has come good to me until I decided to get out of that box.
Yep. Exactly.
Number 6,
Yeah, number 6.
I'm too old. You know what the funny thing is about that? Is that I hear people younger and younger saying I'm too old. Like, this is just the way it is. Like, seriously, like people in their late 30s, even earlier, like, I'm too old, like, this is just the way it is. It's not. I mean, you gotta realize that you're young. I'll give you an example. Last year I worked with an 87-year-old gentleman, who we got 25 pounds off of, and we eliminated his diabetic medication. At 87 years old. So what's your excuse?
I keep hearing that I'm too old, like every day when I come home, like you're too old to go play basketball, you're too old to run around with the kids.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's something I wanna do, it's something I love, it's something that I push myself and I use it as a good exercise, I use it to keep myself young. And, yeah, I probably am too old and I take a beating, but it's something I wanna do, it's something I love.
This is something we see all the time. So like my grandparents are 91 years old.
Mhm.
But if they walk through that door right now, you'd never know that they were 91 years old. But they've been working on the farm their whole lives, so they're active their whole life. So it doesn't matter how old you are. I always tell people, you know, the rest of your life starts today. So
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter what you've done prior to that. Now it's what you're gonna do going forward.
One of my favorite sayings is, the goal is to die young at an old age.
At old age.
I love that saying.
Yep.
So true.
Another one that we get all the time, it's just not who I am. I have an excuse that we hear as health coaches all the time is, I just got bad genetics. My family's all been overweight, so I'm gonna be overweight.
I'm big bone.
I'm
is the
big bone.
best
Big
one,
bone, yeah.
'cause I've never seen a fat skeleton in my entire life, so
No.
big
Yes.
bone's always good.
There's always a way to change, no matter what. You can, as long as you set your mind up and you're ready to make a change, that's just an excuse that you're copping out. You know, you can make the change if you want. We've had plenty of people who have said that to us, and 6 months later, they're like, I can't believe I'm the thinnest in my family. Now I'm pushing other people in my family to make a change.
Ripple effect.
Yeah, little ripple effect. Another one that we hear is sometimes like, oh, my friends do it, so my friends go out and eat all this, or they go out and drink and do all this, so I'm gonna go do it, you know? That's just who I am.
It's a sense of, and I tell you this, changing your identity. And that's not an easy thing, because I'll speak from my journey, is like, I had to change my identity from who people knew, my family, my friends knew me as, you know, to eating the burgers, the fries, the pizza all the time, to now changing my identity to this healthy person who consistently eats healthy things and does healthy things, and, you know, getting crap from that along that journey until people like accepted, like, this is my identity now. And that's so hard for people to go through, and that's why the support is so huge to have.
I think it's really key what you just said there, because you change your story.
Yeah.
And with all these stories we tell about ourselves, and put ourselves in a box, like this is just who I am, or this is, I've always gonna be this, I've always been this way, I'll always be this way, but you just have to change the story. You keep telling yourself the same thing over and over and over and over again, pretty soon your mind believes it, and that just becomes who you are. So stop telling that story and change it, flip it around, like you said, flip the script, and change it to something you want to be.
I stole that from Ed Milet, by the way.
Awesome.
But changing your identity is huge.
Yeah.
Next,
So can we go back to number 3, because you guys skipped 3, I don't know if you guys were counting that at all.
did we
So
skip
just
through?
feeling overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so, I didn't write this, by the way, I just noticed it was there, but.
I can't even read it.
I can't read.
I'm a doctor, so dude, I can read all kinds of scribble on there if you need me to, so. But feeling overwhelmed, I think, is a big one as well, because people get overwhelmed with all the stuff they have in life to do, right? You got the kids to take care of, you got your job, you got 9,000 other things going on, so you feel overwhelmed. But again, it goes back to that time thing, where it's just time management, right? I mean, if you really break down your day, it almost makes you cry sometimes, how much time you waste
Yeah.
doing things that mean absolutely nothing, right? It doesn't mean that you can't have fun and then go out and do great things, but the overwhelm I always get kind of irritated with, because I'm like, there's no reason to be overwhelmed. You know, you just need to, like you said, say no once in a while. You know, you don't always have to go out with your friends, you don't always have to do these things, but just chunking things down a little bit and not looking so much at the big picture and focusing on the small, little
Victories
individual
that you
things that you
got.
every single day that help you be successful.
Yeah, like we talk about when we're losing, you know, somebody sets a goal, they wanna lose 60 pounds, and after a month, they've only lost 30, well, you gotta take those little victories.
Did you
You're not
say
gonna
only
lose.
30?
Yeah, only 30, are
Cut
you
an
kidding?
arm
Like,
off or something?
yeah, you know, it's, you gotta set small goals along your way to reach your big goal.
Yeah.
You gotta take it in time, it'll take time. Number 8 is it's just too hard. Like, I just don't wanna work that hard. One of the things that I say to like my kids or basketball players, it's just like you want some French fries with that or a hamburger, you know, just grow up.
You do not use that seriously.
Totally,
That's
all the
awesome.
time.
That
Here's
is
a good
awesome.
one too, a bowl
Yeah.
of fried rice.
Yeah,
You
bowl
ever
of
use
fried
that
rice.
one?
Yeah,
I have not used that one.
Okay,
but
there we go.
I will
So-
try that one.
it's gonna be hard.
Mhm.
Life's hard. It's the way it's gonna go. You have to figure out a way to balance those things that are hard. It's not gonna be easy. If it was easy, everybody'd have $1 million or everybody own whatever, their own business, whatever, but you gotta work hard to get to those things.
You know, and this is another saying that I keep in my head, right? And I love this because this is all. I keep all this stuff in my head. Everything we're telling you relates to our own journeys too. If you do what's hard, your life will be easy. If you do what's easy, your life will be hard.
Les Brown, love that.
See, but
Love that.
seriously though,
Oh yeah, exactly. Another phrase I love to use, you gotta embrace the suck, right? Because life sucks at some
No doubt.
point in time. Like today, it was leg day for me. And anybody lifts legs knows that leg day sucks,
Sucks.
period.
especially tomorrow. You
Yes.
did leg day
I know
today?
it's 2 days,
Oh,
two
okay,
days
okay,
after for me.
yeah.
I'm old now, so it takes
Yeah.
2 days to kind of get that going, but you gotta embrace the suck, man.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be fun, it's not gonna be easy, every day's not gonna be simple and easy, and I think, you know, we try to avoid pain sometimes.
We do.
You just need to steer into the skid a little bit and say, look, I know it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt not eating my pizza, it's gonna hurt not drinking my pop, it's gonna hurt, you know, having to exercise or getting adjusted sometimes. But the payoff is huge, if you just get your head down and just go through it and embrace the suck.
We're wired as humans to avoid pain.
Yep.
That's just how we are. You know, and you just gotta push through it and just realize how much your life improves
Mhm.
because of it. Where are we at? Number 9?
Nine.
Oh, what will others think? Judgment.
This is a good one for you.
Oh my gosh, judgment. You know, and what you wouldn't think with food is like peer pressure with food. Like, I mean, alcohol is one thing, right? Like, hey, drink this, drink that, whatever. But peer pressure is real with food. You know what? I made you, Grandma Sue made, you know, cupcakes for you. You know, have this, and you feel bad not taking it. But you know, Aunt Cindy or Aunt whoever or your friends, like even people that know the journey you're on, still offering you stuff that they know doesn't pertain to your goals, and it's that what will they think? What will people think? And it's really pushing through that and just letting people know. And that's part of changing your identity, right? But letting people know, hey, these are my goals, like I'm improving myself and be able to push through that.
Yeah, and you can't let negative people, negative Nellies control your life. If they think that what you're doing is negative, most of the time they're just jealous of what you're looking to do. So don't let negative people turn you negative. You know, you gotta stay focused on what you want, not what other people are telling you.
So it always amazes me, you could do like the worst stuff in the world, nobody will say anything, right? As long as you're going with the crowd, but as soon as you stick your head up above the crowd, try to level up a little bit.
Yep.
Whatever it is, people are always like, well, why are you doing that? They're questioning, or like you said, misery loves company, so
Yeah,
that's why they're trying
yeah.
to give you all this food, like, hey, don't get skinny, cause then that makes me look bad, or makes me feel bad,
Yeah.
so, you know, you gotta do it for yourself, and just understand that, you know, you might have a few haters out there, but, you know, you're gonna keep pushing in the right direction.
And then last is number 10 is what if I fail? What if I can't do it? Well, what if you succeed? You know, can't you look at it as I'm gonna do this? This can't be like I'm gonna fail. You gotta look at it as I can succeed at this. If I set my mind to it, I will do it. There's always gonna be negative thoughts going through your head, and it's just to get rid of those and start focusing on what you want and your reason for succeeding and your reason for achieving your goal.
I talk to my clients, not last night, the night before, about so many people think they're gonna win the game 100 to nothing, right? But if I win, my mindset is now, if I win 100 to 99 in double overtime, guess what? I still won. And that's what people don't understand, you know, and we really help them realize is that, you know, failure is part of this. It's part of the process. Like, you fail your way to success, and it's learning to learn from those failures. And yes, you're gonna fail, but you know what? Instead of letting it get you down, you learn from it, and you move forward, and you win 100 to 99 in double overtime. You still won.
If I could wish for one superpower, it'd be to fail faster.
Yeah.
'Cause the more
But
I
seriously.
fail, the more I'm succeed, because failure is what gets you to the next point.
Yeah.
Like, you don't learn anything if you don't fail.
Right.
I try to teach my kids that, I don't care if you fail 100 times, as long as we're learning
You're
something,
trying.
you're gonna keep getting better and better and better and better. It's the growth mindset.
I think one of the best quotes I'm not gonna say it because I'll butcher it, but it's that Michael Jordan one where he's talking about I missed a certain amount of shots in my career, I missed this many game-winning shots, but because of these, I'm the best ever.
Where I'm at.
Yeah,
Got
where I
cut
am.
from his high school
Yeah.
team.
He lists off all his negative things, and he's like, and because of that, I failed, and now I'm me. So that's kind of a wrap-up of our 10 excuses on why you can't reach your goal, and I think it's, so many of us hear the same things over and over and over. It's not like, you know, we're all up here and we hear it, me and Brad hear the same things, Dr. B hears the exact same thing as we hear. These are a really good list of why people
Yeah.
tell us they can't
List of
succeed.
excuses.
Mhm.
So, I know it's a little bit longer tonight, we kinda wanted to wrap up the last 2 months, cause we put a lot of effort and energy into kinda doing this, hopefully you guys found a bunch of value in this tonight, kinda tied things together. Moving forward and start tackling some other health topics here as well, so, we really wanna, I'm super excited for this, by the way, we're gonna, kind of announce something tonight that, on, April 18th at 6 PM at Alfano's.
March.
I'm sorry, March 18th, wow, good catch, nothing really bad, my bad.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. On March 18th at Alfano's at 6 PM, we're actually gonna do an eating with the experts. So it's an opportunity to come in and, you know, we're gonna kind of be presenting some different ideas on, you know, how to get healthy. Now, you're probably wondering why we're going to Alfano's to do that, we're talking about healthy eating, but,
They
you
have
know,
healthy options.
they have
Yeah.
healthy options there, and sometimes you gotta meet people where they're at. So we wanna have some fun with this. We do this same thing a couple times a year, kinda call it a patient appreciation dinner. We have a bunch of our patients come in and kinda treat them to a night out. And now I wanna open it up to all you and kind of invite the Health Army to come in as well.
Great time.
So we're super excited about that. Kind of look in the comments below, and we'll kind of put in there how to sign up for the event. Obviously, we only have limited seating there, but we'll get that information out to you. And again, this is gonna be a fun evening. This is one of my favorite events that we do throughout the year, and to have you guys come with is gonna be pretty awesome.
Well, and we're honored to be part of it,
Yeah.
really seriously.
It's gonna be a great event, and, you know, as we're doing this more and more, obviously you can see our personalities starting to come out, and we're all like to joke around, have a good time, and, we would really like to have a fun night these evenings, so.
We're real, right? We're real people.
Exactly,
We
exactly,
just wanna
so,
help you.
eating with the experts, kind of keep your eye on that, it'll be out on Facebook, and also with the, massage thing as well.
Like and share
Like and
this
share.
video, and
On any one of
we
ours.
got a free 30-minute massage we'll pick soon.
And again, we're gonna move into some other health topics here, so if you guys, if there's things out there that you have questions about, don't understand, put them in the comments below, and we'll answer in, future episodes, and kinda keep this thing rolling, so I think it's gonna work out great so far.
Yeah.
So happy you guys are along
Yeah.
for the ride, and, we'll see you guys next Tuesday for sure at 6:15, but hopefully see many of you on March 18th at Alfano's, so have a great week, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.